Doug MPA back with another one. We all know that sisterhood is false, guys. The only time women team up is against men, but other than that, they can't stand each other. They don't support each other at work. They talk trash about each other in friend groups, and they're not there for each other in their personal lives. Case in point, this article I found here, it says, I've been taking care of a baby for free and I'm utterly seething with resentment. I can see on social media that the baby's mom has money, but never for me. So this woman is a stay at home mom. She had to stay at home because her job, they couldn't afford childcare while her husband is the only person working. And her sister in law got pregnant by some nug nug and is pawning the baby off on the stay at home mom while she's flexing on Instagram. And of course, this woman cuts off her sister-in-law and her family. Her in-laws are all mad at her for cutting her off. So we're gonna get into the story. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I'd really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this. It says, I'm a stay-at-home mom with my toddler. My salary couldn't cover daycare expenses, and we are barely able to make rent. My in laws both work insane hours and have two minor children. Then my sister in law got pregnant and had to move back home. She works a minimum wage job nearby, but doesn't have anyone to watch her baby. I agreed to look after the baby on the condition she pays me $100 a week. So, like I said, her sister in law got pregnant by some loser while she's working a minimum wage job, and now she wants her to take care of her kid. And this happens all too often, guys. One of the biggest problems with single mothers is that a lot of them make the decision to have a child without talking about the decision to the people close to them. These women's selfish decision to have a child out of wedlock forever changes the dynamic of their family members because now all of her family members are going to have to step up to help her with her child. Guys, put in the comments if that's happened to you. Has your sister, sister-in-law, some woman you know in your family had a kid and everyone else had to step up and it costs everyone else time, money, resources? Put it in the comments. It says 12 weeks. No, in 12 weeks, she has paid me less than $200 total. She often drops off the baby with zero supplies and is late picking him up. She will not answer her phone and treats me with irritation if I bring up the situation. She has it so hard compared with everyone else on the planet. I lost my cool after she told me to mind my own effing business when I demanded she give me her work schedule because I wasn't going to babysit while she ran around wild. And that is her putting her foot down. And you can tell when a woman is doing that. I guarantee you, this woman is leaving her kid probably till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And this stay at home mom is wondering what's going on here, or dropping her off at all different times of the day. Then she boasted about her new tattoo on social media, all the while whining to me about how broke she is. So there it is. The disrespect always goes from annoyance to disrespect, guys. I informed the family I wasn't going to watch the baby anymore, and all hell broke loose. My sister in law was ranting and raving about how I'm going to cost her her job. Yeah, her minimum wage job working at McDonald's. My in laws were stressing about their work shifts and how they could watch the baby. I was lucky that my husband was on my side, and good job for him. He saw how toxic his sister was being and chose his wife instead. He told his family that his sister deserved a good hard slap across the face, not sympathy, for putting the family through this. Man, that's what should be said. Someone needs to say this to these women more often. Now my sister-in-law is stuck at home with the baby and bitching to everyone about it, especially since I've started to watch two other people's children and get paid for it. I wouldn't care, but it has made relationships with my in-laws frosty. My mother-in-law blames me while the younger children hate dealing with their sister and the baby being at the house. What do we do now? So this is the advice that the person gave. So let's see if this is any kind of good advice. She says, you're in a real predicament. You're absolutely right to stand on your principles and not let your sister-in-law take advantage of you for free childcare. Okay, that's good advice. Yet everyone in your family is struggling financially, and your decision is making your in-laws' lives even more difficult. And in the middle of all this, barely mentioned in your letter is this poor baby bounced from home to home because everyone views him or her, we don't even know, as an impediment to just getting around through the day. And that's what happens when these single mothers have kids. Everyone always talks about, oh, single mothers are superheroes. Oh, the single mom. But what about the kid who has to deal with not having a father, not having structure, eating ramen noodles every night because that's all the single mother can afford? Or these kids having to grow up and take care of their single mom because her mom never got with a man, never and only worked minimum wage jobs her whole life. What about the children? Says, I'm glad your husband is backing you up, if not exactly thrilled about how he expressed it, of course, because she wants all the men to talk like women. Really? A good hard slap across the face? Yes, sounds good to me. I wonder if he could negotiate a solution to this problem. Maybe one that has your in laws paying the $100 rate you're offering so that your now flourishing home daycare could serve as a drop off option for your niece and nephew when mom's life gets a little too complicated. But he should he should be the one having this discussion with his family, not you. One of the biggest problem with this is that never lend money to family, guys. If you lend money to family, just consider it gone most of the time. You also can't hold your family really to anything. If your family members don't want to do something, they're just not going to do it. Even if they negotiate something, her sister-in-law is going to go back to her old habits. She got away with it before. People take advantage of their family far too often, and she needs to stay on a hard line. The sister-in-law had her chance, and now she's gonna have to stay at home with her child, with food stamps and Section 8 and our tax dollars. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.